Everyone is lucky. Everyone experiences luck. Everyone has luck, but not everyone seizes the opportunity from luck. Just as I promised in my previous video, today I will be talking about the 4 main formulas of luck. If you haven't watched the previous video, please just watch the video, drop your comments, tell me what you think about the video, and if you find this journey amazing, subscribe and put on the notification button for next videos. Let's go. Hello, welcome. I've always been puzzled about this story, like a rich man someone we consider rich in a community becoming poor and broke suddenly. Like another example, 2 students graduate from the same university. They both obtain a job at the same place, but at the end of their service, we have one student that is achieving his goals and being very successful. You have the other student being behind on his debts. The creditors are calling and everything. And I kept on asking myself, what makes the difference between student A that is achieving his goal and being very successful and student B that is nowhere, being there in debt, the creditors are calling and everything? And the answers I kept on getting was student A was lucky while student B was not lucky. And I said, like, what is the meaning of lucky? What is the true meaning of lucky? And I have been searching that out. I have been searching the true meaning of lucky till I found these formulas that apply to luck. The first formula is preparation. There are 4 of them, and the last formula is the main difference between a student who makes it and the one who does not make it. The first formula is preparation. It says you need to be prepared. Preparation is talking more about personal development. You need to improve your skills. You need to work hard on yourself. For example, if you want to be a basketball player, you won't get up every day, you eat junk foods, you stay home, you sleep, and you do nothing. You need to start by working on your physical aspect. You need to go to the gym. You need to start running. You need to start developing something. So when you have the opportunity that comes, you should be ready. If you want to be a musician, you don't need to just sit every day at home doing nothing. No, you start reading some few things about musician. You start doing something to develop your skills, improve yourself, becoming better. If you want to be a boxer, for example, you need to start working on your strength, start working on this. If you want to be a cook, you need to start learning some skills, maybe just with the internet and everything. If you want to be whatever thing you want to be, you need to start preparing yourself. That is what we call personal development. And personal development is not just all about reading. It deals with everything. It deals with the physical and the mental. That is everything that goes with preparation. You need to be prepared, so when the opportunity finally comes, you are ready. So the first aspect that we talk about is preparation. Most people are waiting for things they want in life, but they are not being prepared for that. They are saying, when I have this, I'm going to do this. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to be prepared. So when the thing comes, you are ready for it. You are ready to accept it, and you are ready to take the advantage. You are ready to make that difference. So personal development is the first formula of being lucky. And once you are being prepared, personal development, the second formula is your attitude. The attitude, if you've watched my previous video, I talked about this. You cannot see something you don't look, and you cannot look for something you don't believe. So your beliefs, that is your attitude, has a lot to do with being lucky. You need to believe that this thing you want in life, that this thing you're waiting for, is going to come one day. You need to have this mindset, the positive mindset, that this thing you want is going to come one day, and when the thing finally comes, you will be prepared for that. Most people have the same circumstances, but they don't just have the mindset that permits them to accept the things they are having and to work on that. They keep saying, these things I'm having. Most people just go out, when they see rain, they think about a bad day. I like this example about 2 people going to work, and the first person seeing the rain and saying, oh, what a good day. The other salesmen are not going to be out, and he goes out and sells, while the other salesman gets out, sees the rain and say what a bad weather, he goes back and sleeps. So you see, the same people, the same circumstances, that is a rain, but different beliefs and different mindset. That is, your attitude has a lot to do with preparation, and preparation has a lot to do with luck. So being prepared and having the attitude that goes with it, now you have the two formulas. And once you apply that, we have the third one, that is opportunity. Opportunity is when something good finally occurs. That is, you finally obtain what you've been searching for. You finally have that promotion. You finally have that job. You finally apply for that job and you obtain it. You finally have your exams. You finally have that, a good thing coming your way. That is what we call opportunity. So after being prepared, after working on your skills, your personal development and everything, and after having the right attitude, the positive mindset of accepting things that comes on your side, seeing it with a positive mindset, now you have the opportunity that comes. And once the opportunity comes, you can now work on it. And when you work on your opportunity, we now call you lucky. And the problem is at times opportunities does not always come through the front door. At times it comes through the back door. There is an example. A girl's mother dies and is buried. The girl gets up in the morning one day and she's going to the cemetery to drop flowers on her mother's grave. Then she discovers that the other graves have no flower. The girl gets up and decided to start a flower factory for graves and everything. And now the girl is making millions of dollars. That is an opportunity that came through the back door. Another example, you missed to take your bus and now the bus had an accident. You are safe. That is another opportunity or luck that comes through the back door. But the first example is more perfect for you to understand. So when you have been prepared, you have the attitude fixed already, and now you have the third thing, that is the opportunity, the good thing that comes your way, and it may also be the bad thing. Another example, in my own personal life, I lose my document, I missed everything, and I have to start everything afresh. But I learned something, personal development and everything, and now I am creating YouTube videos. That is another opportunity that came through the back door. So once you have been prepared, you have the attitude, that is a mindset, a belief that goes with it, and now you have the opportunity that comes your way, at times from the front door or the back door. The last thing and the most important thing for you to do if you want to be lucky in life is to take action. Take action, and that is the difference. Most people don't take action. When the opportunity lands, they think opportunity is going to be there forever. There is this Bible quote that says, whatever you don't use, you lose. Whatever you don't use, you lose. So if you don't take action, you're going to lose the opportunity. And if you lose the opportunity, now you'll be tempted to think you are not lucky. But that is simple, because you were maybe not prepared. You maybe never had the attitude, and maybe the opportunity came, but you never took action. So you need to be prepared, have the attitude that goes with it, be ready for the opportunity, and when it comes, you need to take the action. And when you take the action, you need to work on the idea no matter how it comes. If it comes from the front door or the back door, you need to work on the idea. And I believe you are in this community, you are watching this video because you want to work on those ideas. You already have the ideas, but you just need someone to give you the push. You need to work on the ideas, and when you apply all this, we now call you lucky. If you want to be a lucky person, just get up, start the journey today. Preparation, mental preparation, personal development, physical and everything. Have the mindset that goes on with it. Work on your belief, work on your attitude and everything, and wait for the opportunities. When it comes, finally take action. Take action. Thank you for watching the video. Just leave what you think about the video. We meet for the next video, and please, I'm about to reach my 1,000 subscribers. That is my goal for this summer, and I have just 2 months left. I count on you to help me reach that goal. Let's work on our opportunities and be lucky. Thank you.